King Charles cracked up after being presented with a crown made up of the cake just week ahead of his coronation. He was shown magnificent white chocolate and Victoria sponge cake during his visit to the Germany. The visit to the farm came hours after he made a historic speech at the Wunderskate where he received a standing ovation for his after speaking to the special ties between the UK and the Germany. On his visit to the farm, he was presented with a cake which took the chef 21 hours to make and weighed 10 kilos. The king beamed as he was shown the show stopping gradation as he even cut the slice and tasted it. He said, "This is brilliant. I must have taken you weeks. This is seriously good cake." Jovial German presenter Frank Walter turned to the king and added, "It might be the model for your crown," before the king got to a fit of giggles as he attempted to make a traditional German cheese. The monarch was invited to help spread the cheese curd into the molds. "I'll do my best," he grinned, but he couldn't help but laugh as the mixture began pouring quicker than he expected out of the metal funnels, and he frantically tried to start pushing it into the molds. "I need longer arms," he laughed. He started helplessly pushing curd as forcefully as he could, laughing as he did. "Well, they do say it's handmade," he smiled. Meanwhile, earlier King told Ukrainian family feeling pitying's war, "I am praying for you," as he visited a refugee center by the chickenpox outbreak. Charles surprised refugee who had only just survived to register at Berlin Old Airport where thousands now live in tents, and he also lost a game of table football in the center play area and paused to shake hands and hear stories of refugees who had fled the war zone. He was given a tour of Ukraine arrival center by the German President Frank Walter. On several occasions, Charles clasped his hands together and told refugees, "I am praying for you." The Ukraine Arrival Center opened a refugee on March 20, and the majority are women and children. Up to 10,000 people were arriving daily in Berlin by the train. The outbreak of the war last year. Afterwards, the king and German president watched a display of bridge building between the two nations during a visit of the first joint Anglo-German military unit in modern history. They went to the soldier from the British 23 Amphibious Engineer Squad and Royal Engineer working with their German comrades in the Pioneer Brücken 130 used M3 amphibious bridges and swiftly maneuvered into the place to create a crossing in a symbol of ever closer military cooperation between the two countries. In the face of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the king and the president walked across the bridge and shook hands between the two banks of the canal. The integrated unit, which was a key role to play within the NATO, was created in October 2021 when the British squadron was formally declared as a subunit of the German battalion. She was greeted with the Opera House, one of the three in the Berlin, by the male dancer in the outfit made the entirely green feature and major performing the role of the Erodeers. She was shown around by the Opera House by the co-directors. The Queen also met more performers from the various opera productions. However, it was the children's chorus performing sing-alongs on the stage that really captured her imagination. As a part of its outreach work, the Opera House works with the children and the young people and also has a project helping people with dementia. Afterwards, the Queen went to the stage to meet the performers, children, and people from the Dementia Project. She also posed for a group picture with the children of the choir.